Hey, Matt Madigan coming to you on day 35 of a 40-day fast for 2022. I get so many questions about fasting that at the beginning of this fast, I thought it'd be great to answer 40 questions in 40 days around long-term fasting. So I hope you found this helpful. You can go find all the videos on YouTube. You can like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. So I've been answering a whole bunch of questions, some that I've got over the years and some I've got during this fast. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. Today's question is around the idea of what if I can't find the right words when I'm fasting? And I've got to say that this happens to me a lot. It's a funny thing that you set aside 40 days of prayer and fasting, and so many times I'm like, I can't find the words for either the anguish or the hope I have as I pray. So what do I do with that? Well, it's an interesting thing because I've really come to the point now where I think actually, while we're in a 40-day season or any season of prayer and fasting, there's moments where our body is actually praying. It's like the same way we're groaning for food, the Spirit in us groans the prayers that we long to pray. And we can actually find Paul talking about this in one of his most incredible chapters, Romans chapter 8. Verses 23 and 26 are really helpful around this. So I'll just read it quickly for you and then just say a few words about it. It says in verse 23, "Not only so, but we ourselves who are the first fruits of the Spirit, we groan inwardly as we eagerly await our adoptions to sons and redemption of our bodies." It's like Paul's talking about this idea that there's actually an inward groaning that happens as we look forward to the future redemption of humanity in our bodies and us becoming full sons of God. And so there is something happening. We groan inwardly. And I find, particularly in times of prayer and fasting, I experience this. There is an inward groaning. Not only just physically for food, but just a longing and a hoping for more of God. It's interesting in the Old Testament that the Hebrew word for fasting has got this connotation of groaning, of longing, of looking for something better. So Paul talks about this Romans chapter 8, that there's this sense by which the Spirit is groaning in us. He goes on in verse 26 to say, "In the same way the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know how we ought to pray, but the Spirit himself intercedes through us with wordless groans." Talk about an encouragement. Paul explicitly talks about this idea that the Spirit intercedes on our behalf with these wordless groans. And I got to say that I experience this so much during fasting. Firstly, as Paul's saying at the beginning of verse 26, there is this incredible weakness. The amount of times I'm like, I long to see a situation turn around or something change in my life, and I feel so weak and hopeless around it. So there's definitely a sense of weakness there, not knowing how to find the right words. But the great news is that the Spirit himself intercedes with wordless groans. It's like our bodies are praying as the Spirit has his way in our carnal bodies during times of prayer and fasting. It brings so much comfort to me because the amount of times I'm like, I can hardly find the words, but I am longing for the kingdom of God to break into these situations and turn things around. Well, hopefully today you are experiencing the Spirit of God turning things around in your world, in your life, in the things you're praying and fasting for, in your church, in your city, as you seek him. So day 35, only a few more days to go. Encourage you to like and share these videos. Send them to people who they might be helpful for. My hope and prayer is that you've really experienced a deepness and you're going deeper with the Spirit of God in this time. So you can jump on the hashtag 40 questions for 40 days and like and share, get on YouTube and subscribe. That'd be fantastic. May God bless you richly. May you see the things you're groaning and longing for come into effect in your life in these days. God bless you. See for day 36, only a few days to go. We're near the end. God bless you.